It was a cold night in 1996 when Brian Bethel sat in his car, parked outside a movie theater in Abilene, Texas. The world felt normal until it didn't. Two boys stood by his window. They looked like ordinary children, aged 10 and 14, wearing hoodies that shadowed their faces. But as they approached, the air in the car turned ice cold. Brian felt a primal, paralyzing fear, the kind of fear a bird feels when it sees a hawk.
Please, mister. We just want to ride home. We left our money for the movie. Let us in. We're just kids.
Brian's hand reached for the lock, but his soul screamed no. He looked closer. He realized they weren't blinking. They weren't breathing. And then the taller boy tilted his head, and the light hit his eyes. They weren't dark. They weren't brown. They were void, solid, glossy black from lid to lid. No whites, no pupils, just two bottomless pits of nothingness staring back at him. Brian's heart hammered against his ribs. He felt a sudden, inexplicable urge to obey, to just reach out and lift the lock. It was as if their voices were a hypnotic frequency, pulling at his very will. We cannot come in unless you tell us it's okay, mister. Just say yes. Let us in. We have no way home. Brian noticed their skin. It wasn't pale. It was gray, bloodless, like wax. As he fumbled with his gear shift, the boys leaned closer, their faces pressed against the glass. The air around the car began to smell like ozone and rotting wood. The boys' voices changed. No longer innocent, no longer begging. Now they were commanding. Let us in. We cannot come in unless you tell us. Brian finally slammed the car into gear. He didn't look back. He didn't want to see what was standing in his rear-view mirror, because he realized the most terrifying truth about them: they aren't hunters. They are parasites, and they're everywhere. What happens if you say yes? If you open the door or roll down the window just a few inches? There are stories, rare, fragmented accounts from those who survived the encounter. One woman in Vermont invited two boys in for cocoa on a snowy night. As soon as they stepped over the threshold, her cats hissed and hid. Her houseplants withered and turned black in minutes. Her husband began to bleed from his nose, a dark, thick stream that wouldn't stop. The children didn't touch the cocoa. They just stood in the hallway, staring with those bottomless, obsidian eyes. They didn't want a drink. They wanted the warmth of their souls. Within months, the husband was gone, taken by a sudden, aggressive illness. The woman remains, haunted by the shadow that never left her house. They are energy parasites. They don't kill you quickly. They drain the life from you, drop by drop, until you are as hollow as they are. So, if you hear a knock tonight and a small voice asks to come in, don't look at their clothes. Don't listen to their plea. Look at their eyes. And whatever you do, never ever let them in. Sleep well, if you can.